Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another video of GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, where our job is to save you money. This morning I'm working something a little bit different. It's one is a Jeep, and that's not what I make it different. So what I'm going to be doing, we are going to be installing a front bumper to install a winch. Okay, here's the winch that we're going to be installing. Right there, brand new out of the box. And I will do my very best to bring you along the way so I can show you as much as I can, so I can show you how I do it, how I did it. This is the very first time that I'm doing this, so again, I don't expect it to be perfect, but again, I will do my best and have fun at the same time. So this is pretty cool. Actually, I never had the opportunity to do any of this. Well, I help people with a problem, more like electrical, when the things don't work, but nothing like installation. All right, so this is going to be exciting for me, something different, something new, and let's see what happens, you know? Again, if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time that I upload a new video. And you know, I hope my channel to grow it, and more people like you can learn some auto repairs. And take some money out of the vehicle right the first time. Sorry about that. Nice, good looking winch. All right guys, now I will relocate the camera so I can just according to the instructions. I have to install the winch on the bumper first, but the problem it is, the bumper is quite heavy and it's a very tight fit, so which is good. We're gonna do it again. All right, so I put the things that I'm going to be using nearby, like for instance this, the guy for the cable. Here is the hook for the winch. It's very cool. And the bolts that came with the winch to install the winch to the bumper, and these are the bolts that came with the bumper. So unfortunately I do not have the instructions for the bumper. It seems to be very straightforward, no big deal, but it's always nice to have the instructions. So customer was trying to install it themselves, and they finally said, hey, you know what, we don't have all the tools, so never mind. So they call me and we'll work it out. So I will begin installing pieces again. This is the first time that I'm doing this, so that's all what I can tell you. Select the one that's going to fit the best. Keep this on the middle. There's two different positions here. There's two different sets of holes, and I'm gonna keep this facing up, so it's a a warning. Be careful. Don't do dumb stuff. Watch your fingers. And this only have 2 bolts. So line them up. See what we can do. Two. Okay, these ones are 18 millimeters. So I gotta get 18 millimeter wrench. And I'm just gonna snug them for now because I don't have the torque specs. So I can't torque it right now. So I have to go back and do that part a little bit later. So let me go get my wrench. Everything in a little bit. Okay, let's see if we're gonna have enough space between this, the length here, where the winch is gonna go. Let's see here. Maybe not. It is. Okay, for this, the nuts are square, so that I have a place there, here, to have to slide that nut right there. It should stay there. Let me pause the video so I can just gotta feed the cable right through it and hold it so that way all the cable doesn't become a big mess. Alright guys, so I removed this and I installed the little 4 square nuts right where they go. First, then I mount again the winch into the bumper. I flip it and I put the 2 bolts first, then I lift it again and I put the other 2 just tie by hand so that allow to wiggle back and forth the winch. All right, so that's how I did it. I need to that's the part, the downfall of working by yourself. You don't have somebody else to help you. And now you can see those. I'm gonna tie the last 2. And later on I'm gonna go back and just I'm going to torque everything. Now the real challenge is going to be lifting this and installing it there, because this is a quite tight fit where these 2 ears go to. they are right here. It goes right here, right there. So I tried to do it early without the winch, but according to the instruction, the winch has to be installed already. Blah blah blah. So I'm gonna do my best here, trying to demonstrate how I can do that. I'm gonna have the 2 jack stands here in case I need them, just to kind of support in case I get tired. I don't have to hurt my back at all, because at the end of the day, I'd rather have a nice healthy back than money on the bank. All right. Okay. Done. Okay, here we go. Ooh, good idea. One size in. The other one is not quite there yet. I'm gonna use a mallet, so that way they don't. Oh, I'm going in. Oh. Whew. Alright, it's going in. There it is. Okay, it seems like it's slide forward inside towards the vehicle. Tight fit. Right. Now the bumper on this corner have to go down a little. But this will be the reason why it's not going down. That. Going down. Here, up a little. All right, we're making progress. All right. Next thing that I gotta do is going to be install the corner. This corner right here. So we're just gonna cover the bumper. I'm gonna put the fog lights, the lights later. I don't really care about this right now. That can be the last thing that I install. And this side doesn't require. That's not required. Okay, I need to line those holes. See if I can do this with a screwdriver. Okay, seems to let it move. Put two. Let's see if this is gonna be enough. Alright guys, so I tried to level the bumper here. It's a little off, okay, but already lose this 4 bolts here. Now lose those. Obviously have a floor jack with a little rack there, so minimize. I'm trying to eliminate any scratches. And already this, try to level it, but that is the closest it's gonna get to level. So now I'm just going to tie things up here. The next part is going to bring the cable through here, hook up with the hook, and then start doing all the electrical so this thing can be done. So I gotta get some other tools, so I'm gonna pause the video because I'm running out of memory. So I want to film as much as I can. All right, before I forget to mention this, is this, there's 2 of these. You can see the bolt right there, and that one goes right through that hole, and it's going to go, the bolt's going to go right in this hole right there. So let me get the bolt ready. And this is going to go like this. You're gonna hold it there and you're gonna line them up with the bolt so you can tie that bolt here. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. Maybe, maybe not. Sorry for this. Really trying to do my best. Sometimes the best is not good enough. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see my arms there. But anyhow, well, I gotta place the camera. You get the idea now. I'll continue doing all the other stuff. All right, guys. So this is done. All right, so one suggestion, okay, like if you're gonna do this, first connect everything, the little box, what it controls, the power coming from the battery to the winch. Connect this to the winch itself because that comes separate. If you go back and look at the video in the beginning, so it'll be a lot easy, so you can save a lot of time. Because when I was almost done, I realized, I said, okay, all the connections are there. It should be very easy. So I left this for last, and that was a big mistake on my part, because there's 3 wires here, cables, that were easy. However, one right there, if you can see it, right here, that's the ground. That's the battery ground. And the problem was, let me get a flashlight here so it can give you a better light. There's a thing you can see it better. Right there. The space is very limited. So it took me a little, like, I don't know, like 5 minutes. I know it doesn't sound like much, but when you have very little space, 5 minutes is like, oh my God, this is too long. So that way you don't repeat my mistakes in that part. So the next, so I brought the 2 cables that come with it. Through there, right next to the power steering. It goes right next to the power steering high pressure hose, and I tied them up with zip ties to the harness, so that was away from the heat. So the negative cable came right here. As you can see, I gotta push this one down right here a little bit more. Goes there, and the positive came right there. It's pretty straightforward actually when if you already had, okay, that's better. If you practice or you done this several times, it's like easy. Yes, the little things, little details is what it takes the time. So let's take a quick look. Let's make sure this thing works again. Okay, this is the remote, or the controller, I should say, not remote. So in, out, so it's coming out. There you go. There it is. Great. So we're gonna call this good. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, leave it down in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on YouTube. I hope you liked the video. Do your best, forget the rest. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Later.